Okay, so we had a pretty decent class last week, and we came to about many things about Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. Okay, so before I actually begin, I would like to first of all answer the question that came up to me last week, and the question was, why do we call Imam Mahdi alayhi salam as alayhi salam even though he is not a prophet? Okay. First of all, as I told you the other day, that was a brief introduction that was given to you, that Imam Mahdi alayhi salam holds a very special place in Islam. He holds a very uh, great status in Islam. Okay, he is the Caliph of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Caliph of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he came into this world to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our own eyes. So that's his status in Islam. And why do we exactly call him alayhi salam? Alayhi salam is like peace be unto him, peace be upon him, just like we try to say like peace and mercy upon him, because he is the Caliph of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he is the savior of Ummah Muhammadiyah from being halak. Okay, so he holds a very important status in Islam. So that is why we actually call him as alayhi salam. That's why, and not just Mahdavis, but the people who do not, who have not accepted that he has come and gone, even they call him Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Okay, so that is the exact answer why we call him exactly as Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Okay, so and I think we stopped last week at a certain position. Where did we stop? Zian, Abiyan, Rayan? Where did we stop? Sayyid Mehdi, unmute your mic and answer the question.
I think at this point.
This was the point, right? Okay. So last week we came to know about Imam Mahdi alayhi salam's who were his forefathers, and he's from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's family, and his father was from Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, and his mother was from Imam Hassan radiallahu ta'ala. So we came to know about his holy lineage that goes all the way from him to Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala till the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So today I'm going to share the Shajra and Nasab. Today I'm going to share like how exactly his family tree starts from him, and it goes all the way till the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so it goes like this. Be very attentive, everybody. So it's like Sayyid Muhammad Mahdi Maud alayhi salam bin Hazrat Sayyid Abdullah is the father of Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. Bin Hazrat Sayyid Usman bin Sayyid Khizar bin Sayyid Musa bin Sayyid Qasim bin Sayyid Najmuddin bin Sayyid Abdullah bin Sayyid Yusuf bin Sayyid Yahya bin Sayyid Jalaluddin bin Sayyid Nimatullah bin Sayyid Ismail bin Imam Musa al-Kazim bin Imam Jafar al-Sadiq bin Imam Muhammad Baqir bin Imam Zainul Abidin bin Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala bin Amirul Mu'minin Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala and Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala and Fatima Zahra radiallahu ta'ala. Both are the parents of Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala. Okay, Fatima Zahra radiallahu ta'ala, daughter of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this was the holy lineage of Mahdi alayhi salam, and this is how his family tree goes. This is how his family tree goes till Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala and the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so we also came to know about the events that happened at the time of his birth, about the glorious events that happened at the time of his birth, and how Mahdi Maud alayhi salam was born, and there was a divine voice that was heard right? So we came to know about all these things in the last session, right? So today we are going to talk about the place where he was born. That place is called as Jaunpur. Jaunpur is located in Uttar Pradesh. We talk about present India. In present India, Jaunpur is located in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and before Jaunpur was established as a city, there was a king called known as he was called as Sultan Firoz Shah. Okay, so when Sultan Firoz Shah was there, okay, so he was the emperor of Delhi. Okay, and he was the founder of the city of Jaunpur, and it became a very famous city, and it had many scholars, many Islamic scholars, and it was said like hundreds of scholars used to live in the city of Jaunpur. Okay, and this city was also called as the Shiraz-e-Hind, that was being told to you in the last session, and it became very famous for the mosques, and it had many scholars of Islam living in that city. So that is why this city became very famous, and it was being called as Shiraz-e-Hind. Just like what Shiraz had the position in the Islamic world in Iran, so was the situation of Jaunpur in India. That was it. That's why it was called as Shiraz-e-Hind. Okay. At the time of Mahdi Maud salam, in Jaunpur was ruled by the Sharqiya dynasty, Sultan Hussain Sharqi. After that, he also accepted Mahdaviat. Okay, so he was the ruler of Jaunpur at the time of Mahdi Maud salam's birth, and as soon as Mahdi Maud salam started to grow up, okay, and when his age reached 4 years, 4 months, and 4 days, we have the Bismillah in our home. Everybody knows that, right? We have the Bismillah, right? Everybody knows that. Bismillah is also called as Tasmiyah Khwani. Tasmiyah Khwani is nothing but wherein our Murshid recites us the Surah Fatiha, and through which our Iman is affirmed, our Iman becomes strong, and in the end of the Surah Fatiha, in Bismillah ceremony, we shout like Ameen, right? Everybody does that, right? So we are actually affirming our faith on Quran Majid, and this is the holy way through which we are actually affirming our faith. So when Mahdi Maud salam attained the age of 4 years, 4 months, and 4 days, his father, Hazrat Abdullah, held a big feast, and he invited all the people. And a lot of scholars from the holy city of Jaunpur, and Hazrat Sheikh Daniel Raziallahu Ta'ala was also called in to perform the ritual of Bismillah ceremony. Okay, so when Sheikh Daniel Raziallahu Ta'ala came in, he saw that Mahdi Maud salam was sitting on a masnad that was like a large cushion throne, and all of a sudden Mahdi Maud salam stood, and Hazrat Khaja Khizr salam, he wanted to know what happened and why he Hazrat Sheikh Daniel Raziallahu saw that Mahdi Maud salam stood. So he wanted to know, like, why did Mahdi Maud salam stand? So when he went to the muraqaba is nothing but muraqaba is how can you explain that? It's something. It's a way in which when you become extremely spiritual, you will come to know the things that are not easily known. So it's all about your spirituality. Okay. So when he went to the Muraqabah and he saw that Khaja Khizr alayhi salam had come in the Bismillah of Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. So Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam was being told by Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala to recite the Bismillah, but he said that he actually denied it. So Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala recited the Bismillah, and at the time of Ameen, Hazrat Ilyas alayhi salam, Idris alayhi salam, and Isa alayhi salam had come in that place, to that place, and Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, Ilyas alayhi salam, Idris alayhi salam, and Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, all these four prophets, at the same time they said Ameen. So thus was the Bismillah performed by Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, and four prophets. What are the names of the prophets? Hazrat Ilyas alayhi salam, Hazrat Idris alayhi salam, Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. All these four prophets, they came in and they said Ameen when Mahdi Maud alayhi salam was saying Ameen. Okay, so Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala actually performed the Bismillah ceremony of Mahdi Maud alayhi salam because he actually knew the religious status of Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, and he also knew that he was the Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, and Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala used to always respect Mahdi Maud alayhi salam anytime, anywhere, any place. Okay. So after the Bismillah ceremony was done, Mahdi Maud alayhi salam was admitted into a madrasa that was being run by Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Radiyallahu Ta'ala. Okay, so the Shaykh Daniel Radiyallahu Ta'ala, he was a renowned scholar. And he was a very spiritual person. And whenever Mahdi Maud alayhi salam came in, Khaja Khizr Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala used to stand. Whenever Mahdi Maud salam came in, Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala used to stand and he used to welcome Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. So Mahdi Maud alayhi salam's elder brother, Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad, he was feeling envious of Mahdi Maud salam. I mean, he was a little bit jealous that I was not being given the same level of respect just like my younger brother. So the Shaykh Daniel Radiyallahu Ta'ala asked, there was a visitor who came into the madrasa. So the Shaykh Daniel Radiyallahu Ta'ala said, do you know this person? So Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad, elder brother of Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, said, no, I do not know who he is. So the same question was put to Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, and he answered immediately, that is Khaja Khizr alayhi salam. When his Mahdi Maud alayhi salam's elder brother Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad was asked, he did not have a reply for that. But when Akha alayhi salam, Mahdi Maud alayhi salam was asked the same question, because he is Imam Mahdi Akhir Zaman, he knows everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him the ilm of all the things in the universe. So when Mahdi Maud alayhi salam was put the question, he immediately says, that is Khaja Khizr alayhi salam. So, and then Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu told Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad that your younger brother, by the grace of Allah, has such great qualities that you are not aware of. But you will come to know about those qualities in the future. And when Hazrat Shaykh Daniel Raziyallahu Ta'ala used to teach ruku, one ruku of Quran Majid to Mahdi Maud alayhi salam, he used to recite and memorize one more ruku in advance. For example, the teacher is giving one ruku, but the student is reciting and memorizing one more ruku. This was actually for the world to know that he is actually memorizing and learning the Quran. Whereas in reality, by his birth, Mahdi Mahmud salam had the ilm of the entire Quran Majid, because he is the Sahib-e Bayan Quran. Sorry, Nauzubillah. He is the Sahib-e Bayan Quran. They are correct. I apologize. Because he is the Sahib-e Bayan Quran. Sahib-e Bayan Quran is the person to whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the responsibility to do the Bayan of Quran Majid. So Mahdi Mahmud salam is the Sahib-e Bayan Quran. That is why he had the entire knowledge of the Quran Majid. But because for the worldly sake, for the people to know, he also became a Hafiz of Quran at a very young age. Okay, so at the age of 7 years, he memorized the entire Quran Majid. And there was a time when Mahdi Mahmud salam used to clarify the doubts of Sheikh Daniel radiallahu ta'ala. He used to clarify the doubts of Sheikh Daniel radiallahu ta'ala, because Mahdi Mahmud salam had the entire knowledge of the Quran Majid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given him the knowledge, because he was the Sahib Bayan Quran. Mubayyine Kalamullah. What do you mean by Mubayyine Kalamullah? The one who is entitled to do the Bayan of Kalamullah. What is Kalamullah? Kalamullah is Quran Majid. So Mahdi Mahmud salam has the authority to do the Bayan of Quran Majid. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Qayamat, Summa inna alayna bayanahum. Summa inna alayna bayanahum. And then it's upon us, for us to do the Bayan. So the person who was actually going to do that was none other than Mahdi Mahmud salam. Okay. So when Mahdi Mahmud salam, he actually reached the age of 12 years, when he reached the age of 12 years, he used to solve the problems of his school teachers. And there were times when many ulamas were unable to solve some issues, and they used to get the solutions through Mahdi Mahmud salam. So after seeing all these qualities at the age of 12, Mahdi Mahmud salam's religious capabilities, his spiritual capabilities, and the way in which he was solving the problems of the people, Imamuna Mahdi Mahmud salam was given the title of Asadul Ulama at the age of 12 years. What do you mean by Asad? Asad means lion. Ulama, scholars. Asadul Ulama, lion among the scholars. So Mahdi Mahmud salam was given the title as Asadul Ulama. That means he was just like a lion among the scholars at the age of 12. At the age of 12, he was given such a big title. And where was this title given? This title was given in the city of Jaunpur, in which there were already hundreds of scholars. Are you understanding my point? Be very attentive to this point. He was given the title of Asadul Ulama in a city that already had hundreds of scholars in it. So a 12 years old boy was given the title of Asadul Ulama among those hundreds of scholars who were of very high age, who had great knowledge. But when they were listening to Mahdi Mahmud salam's knowledge, when they were seeing his capabilities, his abilities, they were unable to say anything in front of him. That is why Mahdi Mahmud salam was given the title of Asadul Ulama at the age of 12 years. All right? Is everybody understanding? Okay. So what I'm going to do now from today onwards is we're going to end our class at 4:40. We're going to we are going to end our class because we will be having 45 minutes of session, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is for the next, till 4:40 we will have the class, and in the next 5 minutes I will be asking questions to the students. Okay. And the questions can be coming to anybody, and they should be able to answer my questions without fail. So they have to be very, very attentive in the class, and they should be listening to me very attentively. They should be concentrating. So last
they can refer to the course if they can.
Yeah, if they want, they can. If they want, they can, but they should be able to answer my question. And the questions can come to anybody. You should be in a position to answer my questions. And everybody should be ready, all the students. Okay? Because this will actually help you in being more attentive and understanding the class in a better way. This will actually help you in understanding the class in the best possible way, and your knowledge will also increase. All right. So when Mahdi Maud salam, coming back to the class once again, when Mahdi Maud salam attained the age of 12 years, he was being given the title of Asadul Ulama, and one day Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam asked Hazrat Sheikh Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Sheikh Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is the teacher of Mahdi Maud salam in the world, but in reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the entire ilm of the universe to Mahdi Maud salam. In this world, Hazrat Sheikh Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala is the teacher. So Khaja Khizr salam asked Hazrat Sheikh Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala to bring him to Khokri Masjid. Okay? Khokri Masjid is a very important place in the Sirat of Mahdi alayhi salam. You would like to ask why. Okay? Khokri Masjid is a masjid that is located at the bank of the river Gomti in the city of Jaunpur. So Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam actually asked Hazrat Sheikh Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala to bring Mahdi Maud alayhi salam along with you to Masjid Khokri. So Khaja Khizr alayhi salam Hazrat Daniyal radiyallahu ta'ala went Mahdi Maud salam and Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad, who was Mahdi Maud salam's brother. All of them, they went to Khokri Masjid and they met Khaja Khizr alayhi salam. So Khaja Khizr alayhi salam took Mahdi Maud alayhi salam privately and he spoke to him. He said, "This is very important. Students, everybody listen to me. Don't write, just listen. Pay attention, concentrate. Okay, no more diversions. Complete concentration on my words." Okay. He said, "I have brought a gift given by your great-grandfather, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as an amanat, which I hereby entrusted to you, your honored self." So, what the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had given Khaja Khizr alayhi salam during his lifetime, Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had given some amanat to Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam that when Mahdi arrives, give this to Mahdi alayhi salam. So Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam actually gave those amanats. What is amanat? Anything that you are being asked to keep it safe. That is called as amanat, to be very precise. For example, I give you 10 pounds and I tell Sayyid Mahdi, Mr. Mahdi, keep this with you. I will take it after 5 years. So that is an amanat with you. Okay? So that's just an example. Just a worldly example. So when Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually gave the amanat to Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, and he told them that when Mahdi arrives, you have to give this amanat to Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. So that was the amanat that was being given by Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam to Hazrat Mahdi Maud alayhi salam. Okay, and what is that amanat? This amanat is very sacred. This amanat is very important. This amanat is very crucial. This amanat is very vital. This amanat is extremely important. Okay. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran Majid, we have presented, look at the screen, guys, look at the screen. Are you able to see the screen? We have presented amanat to the skies, the earth and the hillocks. They were afraid and they refused it while it was accepted by man. Okay, this was the Bari Amanat. It has a great tafsir in it. It has a great tafsir. So we will be going towards it after some time. I mean, in the future, if time permits, we will go towards it. But this was the Amanat that was being given to Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam through Hazrat Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, and this amanat was given by the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, and he eventually handed it over to Hazrat Mahdi Maud. Okay, so when this was being given, Khaja Khizr alayhi salam told that Allah desires that we should preach people from the amanat of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So then he was being given the precious treasure of Zikr Khafi. Students, listen to me. Put down your pens. Don't write. Listen to me. What do you mean by Zikr Khafi? Khafi is something secret. Khafi is something secret that is not revealed, that is not disclosed in front of everybody. Zikr Khafi. What do you understand by this? Zikr Khafi is something wherein we Mahdavis, we do Zikrullah in our breaths. While we breathe, we do the Zikrullah. Right? Whenever we are taking the breath in, whenever we are inhaling, we say Allah Tuhan. And while we are exhaling, when the breath is coming out of our nostrils, we say La ilaha hunay. Illallah tu hai, La ilaha hunay. But it's kept as a secret. It's not revealed in front of everybody. Sometimes when we do zikr, nobody knows that we are doing zikr. Not even these angels who are sitting over here. Because that is very, very secret. That is called the zikr khafi. So for a Mahdavi, and every single breath that is taking, he has to maintain that zikr khafi. This was the precious treasure that was being given to Mahdi Maud alayhi salam by Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, and he was being given by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so Khaja Khizr alayhi salam, important baat hai. This is very important. Khaja Khizr alayhi salam requested Mahdi alayhi salam to preach this to him also. Oh my God, can you imagine
Subhanallah.
that?
Subhanallah.
Khaja Khizr alayhi salam requested Mahdi alayhi salam to give him also the talim, the education of Zikr Khafi. Once I heard a Hadith Sharif that in Hadith Qudsi, what do you mean by Hadith Qudsi? Hadith Qudsi means wherein the words are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the one who says it is the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Words are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Hadith Qudsi. So I heard once Hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, the angels, these two angels that we have here, bring him all the good deeds of this person. So the angels will go and they will bring all the righteous, all the good deeds of that person, and they will put it in the weighing scale. Okay, so they'll put it in the weighing scale, and then Allah will ask, are these the only deeds that he has? Are these the only righteous, or Are these the only good deeds that he has? Then the angels will say, yes, these are the only good deeds that he has. Then Allah will say, he has more good deeds. And then zikr khafi will come in. Then zikr khafi will come in, because even the angels for not having no knowledge about the zikr khafi. So when we are doing zikr in Mahdaviat, Mahdi Imam has given us such a big gift, such a great gift, that we are doing zikr, but nobody knows it. Even the angels do not know it that we are doing zikr. Only Allah knows it. Either Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it or we know it. That's it. And once you get used to zikrullah, even though you don't think about it, but the zikrullah continues. It keeps on going. So Hazrat, after this incident, when Amanat was being given to Mahdi Maud salam, after this Khaja Khizr salam came out and told Hazrat Sheikh Daniel radiallahu ta'ala, this is Mahdi Maud salam. Khaja Khizr salam is proclaiming about Mahdi Maud salam. He is saying that this is Mahdi Maud salam and I do his tasdeeq. I acknowledge that he is Mahdi Maud salam. That Khaja Khizr salam is actually saying this. Okay, so he said that I have done his tasdeeq, and you must also acknowledge and be his disciple. Disciple, the one who follows, the follower. Disciple, murid. To be very precise in English, you can call it at the earliest. The closest meaning that you can give is disciple. Is the murid, the one who follows his spiritual guide. So Hazrat Khaja Khizr salam accepted that Mahdi Maud salam is none other than Sayyid Muhammad Jaunpuri, and he also accepted that, and he also told Hazrat Sheikh Daniel radiallahu anhu that he also should acknowledge that he is the Mahdi Maud salam and become his disciple. After that, Hazrat Sheikh Daniel and Mia Sayyid Ahmad. Sayyid Ahmad is the elder brother of Mahdi Maud salam. Both of them became the disciples of Mahdi Maud salam. And now we come to know about the talim of Paskhurda. The Paskhurda that our Mushidin Ikram they give us, what our Buzurgan they used to give us, the talim of Paskhurda, like the drink some water and give it back to us, that actually cures us. So after this, Khaja Khizr salam took out a date that was eaten by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and somewhat of it was left over. He says this is the Paskhurda of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then it was being given to Mahdi Maud salam. So when Mahdi Maud salam was actually going to a madrasa, even though he did not require any kind of formal education, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given him all the knowledge in the very beginning, so that his superiority upon all the scholars can be proved. So that is why Imamuna Mahdi Maud salam was given the title of Asadul Ulama, and he was given the Paskhurda of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khaja Khizr salam also wanted to get benefited by his teachings, and when Mahdi Maud salam attained the age of 12, he was called as Asadul Ulama by the scholars of Ulama of city of Jaunpur. Okay, and I hope that you guys have understood whatever I have told you today. Okay, so I think we can stop our class now, since it's 4:40. We can start our question and answers round. Is everybody ready? Unmute your mic, guys.
Please
Everybody
unmute
must
yourself, all
unmute
of you.
their mic. Everybody must unmute their mic. Okay. So Faikh and Fatir. What was the name of Mahdi Mahmud Salam's elder brother? Elder brother's name of Mahdi Mahmud Salam. What was the name of his elder brother? Faikh and Fatir. Abdan and Noman, the same question passes on to you. What is the name of elder brother of Mahdi Mahmud Salam?
His older brother's name.
Yeah, what's his name?
Is it Khizr or
Izyan, what is the answer, Izyan? Sorry?
Khizr.
Izyan, what is the answer? I am not able to listen to you. I think there's some problem with your mic. Okay, Sayyid Ahmed, okay. All right, next question to Mr. Sayyid Mahdi. Okay, Sayyid Mahdi, name the 4 prophets who came to say Ameen on the occasion of Mahdi Mahmud Salam's Bismillah.
Idris alayhi salam.
Who were the 4 prophets? Give me the 4 names.
Yusuf alayhi salam.
No.
You can refer to your notes, boys.
Go back to your notes.
If you have made notes, you can refer to it if you want.
This is saying my notes.
Ilyas alayhi salam.
Yes, alayhi salam.
Khaja Khizr alayhi salam.
Alayhi salam. Daniel
No. Taha Muhammad, the same question passes on to you, sir. Mr. Taha Muhammad.
Isa alayhi salam,
Isa alayhi salam.
Khaja Khizr, Idris
Idris alayhi salam, yeah, and
Ilyas alayhi salam.
Ilyas alayhi salam. Very nice.
Well done,
Yeah,
Taha.
so yeah, that's the correct answer. Okay, what was the name of what was the title that was being given to Mahdi Mahmud Salam at the age of 12? This question goes on to Abdan and Numan.
The name of it is Asad Ulema.
Asadul Ulama. What does that mean in English?
It means the lines between scholars.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay, I have another question for you guys. How many participants do we have total? I am not able to see everybody over here. How many participants are there?
8.
8.
Okay. Okay, we have this question for Mr. Faikh and Fatir. Name the masjid where Mahdi Mahmud salam was called by Hazrat Khaja Khizr salam to give the amanat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Name the masjid. Are you guys paying attention in the class? Faikh and Fatir.
We don't know how to pronounce it.
What is the name of the masjid? Okay, now I see some hands are coming up. Izyan, Rayan, and Abiyan. What is the answer? Guys, your mic certainly has some problem, guys. I cannot hear you. Imran Bhai, are you able to listen to them?
I can't listen to them.
Type it. Type the answer.
Sayyid Mehdi is raising his hand and Taha has raised his hand as well. So
Type the answer.
I mean,
What is the answer? Type it. Yes. Okay, Mazid is the right answer. Correct. Okay. So now I have another question for you. The question is for Taha Muhammad. Taha Muhammad, what do we call the person who is entitled to the Bayan Quran? What do we call that person in Arabic? Is Taha Muhammad there?
Yeah.
What do we call that? I have given specific terminology for the person who is doing the Bayan Quran.
Mubayyina kalam.
Mubayyinul Kalam. Yes, that is the right answer. Okay, Adnan and Noman, I have another question for you. Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad, the elder brother of Mahdi Maud salam, did not identify a great personality about whom Hazrat Sheikh Daniya Raziyallahu anhu asked. Who was that person whom he did not identify?
Could you repeat the question again?
Sorry?
Could you repeat the question again?
Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad, the elder brother of Mahdi Maud salam, did not identify a great personality. Who was that person whom he did not identify?
Mahdi alayhi salam.
No. That was Hazrat Khaja Khidr alayhi salam. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, I want you to go through all the notes that we have done in this class, and anyhow, Mr. Imran will upload my speech for today on YouTube. Just go through all of it, the first class and the second class. Okay, so next week